I need some sort of intro, so I'm inserting it now. That's what he said. Hey guys, JessIsAMess here. I'm Jess, my entire life is a mess, and you've probably been wondering where the hell I've been. Either that or you completely forgot about me, and you know what? That's okay too. No hard feelings, I understand. Regardless, here you are, here I am, to tell you where the hell I've been. However, isn't it so much more fun to show than tell? Roll the clips! So now that you've seen a bit of my journey, I should probably rewind back to my last update video. I'm not sick anymore. I don't get the same sickness that I did before. I rarely get nauseous. I rarely have like upset stomach spells nowadays, which is amazing. So I've been eating, or I've been trying to eat a lot healthier. When you're poor, it's like really hard to eat healthy because healthy food is expensive, and McDonald's is like $3 for a meal for me, so. So the reason I have been gone is because I have been moving all the way across the country. If any of you guys remember, I used to live in Florida. I lived in Orlando, Florida, and it was great. I loved Orlando. It was moist. I just recently got an apartment in LA, which is an awful place, by the way. There is literally not one single Walmart in LA. How do you live? So I live in a very shitty, well, I mean, the apartment's okay. A lot of things are broken, but other than that, there is no air conditioning. My entire life, that's been a pretty normal thing to have air conditioning in living spaces, but for some reason in LA it's just not a normal thing. They're like, oh, if you want an air conditioner you can go buy one. I'm like, why isn't it with the freaking apartment? I don't know how to buy an air conditioner. The neighborhood is not great. It does not seem like a very safe neighborhood. There are bars on every fucking window, on every door. Anything they can bar, they bar. There's a hospital right down the street, there's bars around it with like spikes going outwards. What? That speaks for what a dangerous town this seems to be. I mean, there's literally barbed wire around our apartment. What? I mean, okay, I guess it makes me feel more safe, but like, why does the barbed wire need to be there in the first place? How crazy can the people in the city be if there needs to be barbed wire around every apartment complex? So that sucks. LA sucks. There's not a Walmart in it, and it's crowded, and there's so many people for such little space that there is. Why do people want to live here? Enough ranting about how much I hate this freaking city. Let's move on to why I even moved to this city in the first place. I have graduated college. Yes, I know a lot of you thought that I was probably like 14 years old. I understand the confusion. I have a young face, and also I'm a bit immature. So I am 20 years old for everyone who asks me my age. 20 as of now. And I just recently graduated college. I have my bachelor's degree in the science of film, which is just fancy for saying I went to film school. If you're wondering how I got my bachelor's degree in 2 years, it's because I went to a accelerated school, so it got the amount of hours that a bachelor degree requires, but like really condensed all at once. Like most college students go to school for like maybe 3 to 4 hours a day, and sometimes they get off days, like, I don't know, they'll go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they get off Thursday, and then they'll go Friday, or maybe they'll have 2 days off, and they have the weekend off. It's not how it worked at my school. We had 4 to 12-hour days at my school, and it was awful. And it was so like crammed into under 2 years, so it was just too much. It was too much. I mean, it was good to be able to get my degree in such a short time, but like, was it worth it? I don't know. I don't know if it was worth the pain and the stress. Like, you go in with this dream, right? To be like a filmmaker, a director, whatever the fuck you want to be. And they take that dream and they crush it. And they're like, no, you're gonna be a grip. This is literally something that happened on the first day. They were like, everyone who wants to be a director, raise your hand. And like, most of the class raised their hand. It was a good like 120 people maybe in the class. And they were like, okay, maybe 1 or 2 of you is gonna be a director one day, and the rest of you will never achieve your dream. I'm like, okay, I get that maybe you're trying to be realistic, but either way, like, let people learn on their own, you know? Don't just say, hey, you're not gonna achieve your dream. Say like, all right, I hope that you all achieve your dream. Let's get started to help build you to that dream. And if some of you fall off along the way, or if some of you realize that you wanna do something else, great. I hope that you discover something that you love. But for right now, let's just get you to where you want to be, you know? But instead of that, they were like, no, you're not gonna do that. Get that silly little dream out of your head. If any of you guys remember my last update video, I really didn't like my school, and I still don't. I'm not a huge fan. I really don't think it was a great school, but, especially for the amount I paid for it, like, luckily I got a scholarship, so like I was able to pay much less than other people, but I still owe a lot of money. So I am extremely in debt. Oh, that's another update. My car sucks, so I had to sell it, and it isn't sold yet, but I don't have a car because I couldn't bring it from Florida to LA. Because it was shit, it was a crappy car, it would have been fucking useless. I have nothing, nothing, and I didn't even sell it, so I don't have money to buy a new car. I'm so stressed out. Oh, basically, I don't think I ever explained why I actually moved here. So I moved to LA because I have a film degree, and it would be cool to work in the film industry, and you know, LA is LA, you know, you got Hollywood, this is where all the film and TV happens, or like most of it anyway, a lot of it at least. Also, I have some family out here, so I thought it would be better than moving to Georgia or New York, where I had absolutely no one, and would just be like completely alone in a very big, scary world. So I have a lot of family out here in California. If you didn't know, I was born in California, so there's that. So I'm kind of moving back in a way. I've lived in a lot of places in California, but I've never lived in LA, and I am so glad. So yeah, I didn't move out here because I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. Like, obviously you could be a YouTuber from anywhere. Like, you don't need to go to fucking LA for that, so that's definitely not why I'm here, though I would love to eventually be able to do YouTube as a job, because everything else is just awful. It's just awful in my opinion. Anyway, so that's what's been happening. That's the update. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I've been thinking about setting up a Patreon page to help me out with getting the actual YouTube stuff done. Right now I don't even have a job, so I'm like, oh my god, like what am I gonna do? And I don't actually make money from YouTube. Like, things are monetized, but that doesn't mean I get money from it. Like, no, with the amount of views I have, I get like nothing. So I've been thinking about setting up a Patreon. A lot of people have suggested it to me, so if I did, what would you guys want as like rewards from Patreon? Basically, if you're a Patreon, like if you donate a certain amount of money, you get like rewards, but I don't really know what rewards I could even offer. Like, do you want cosplay prints or something? Should we, special videos? Like, let me know what you'd want to see from a Patreon down below, because I have like no idea what to do. I'm also really sorry if the sound is horrible in here. The only place I have to film right now is a bathroom. Bathroom's usually pretty echoey. Also, Someone's been taking a shower for like the past hour. Oh, that rhymed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and got to know me a little bit better. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life, but I hope that you guys can join me on the journey to finding out. See you next time.